So this is for applicants in our audience will be people who are interested in the 2026 workshop. They will be applying or considering whether or not they want to apply. So welcome not just to our panelists here who are active participants in the workshop, but also to all of you out there who are watching this video who are interested in the workshop. So welcome, welcome. So to start off, I'll just do a quick introduction of myself. My name is Remy Nakamura. I use he, him, they, them pronouns. I am a graduate of the 6-week summer workshop many years ago, 2010. Loved that experience. I came back and I'm now on the board of directors for Clarion West. I love it. If you see me in person or online, ask me questions about it. But for now, I'm going to hand it off to our panelists, and I'm going to ask each of you to give a quick introduction, your name, your pronouns, maybe where you're based, where you're located, and just a quick pitch for your project that you're working on. And feel free to jump in when you're ready.
Okay, I can start. Remy, it's such a pleasure to be here, and I'm so thrilled to be here with all of my other workshop participants. My name is Thenmozhi Soundarajan, and again, so proud to be part of this inaugural Clarion West novel writing workshop. And my book, which I've worked on this year, is called "We Sang Down the Empire," and it's a book that basically follows Nesama Abbas, who's this like washed up drunk of an alien singer who's been marooned on Earth because of a terroricide. And she's really at a place where she's got to figure out, am I going to languish or am I going to choose life? And, this choice comes to her in the form of Owapen Brass, who's like the last singing monk of this very ancient martial art tradition. And, he's like, you can come with me. I can't promise you what's going to happen, but if you come with me, you can choose life and choose revolution. And so she comes in, joins a rock band, and then they decide to launch a galaxy-wide rebellion all across the galaxy against the human Christian empire. So it's a book that really takes on the themes of decolonization. It takes on the space of how you heal from racism and colonization. And as she pursues her destiny, she has to really choose between revolution or redemption. So it was a really amazing book to write here, and I will pass it to one of my other colleagues to talk about their book.
I can hop in. I'm DA Straith. I go by Straith a lot of the time. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm based in the Greater Toronto area. My book is called, or I guess my manuscript, my workshop project is called Every Year the Summer. It's a queer and trans adult fantasy time loop remix of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It's set in an eldritch world undergoing climate collapse. And basically, Sir Gavin, who's this listless wet sack of a man, locked in a time loop by his oath to Camelot's immortal court, he has to break from his sort of rigid morality or witness the collapse of reality as he knows it. And I will pass the ball to Soren.
It's so hard to want to pitch the book after those great pitches. Hi, I'm Soren. I live in New Mexico currently, and they, them. For my project, I'm just going to read my pitch that I submitted to the workshop, if that's helpful, because I know we have to submit pitches for the application. So I'm just going to read what I sent Clarion, if that's helpful. All right. So, Squid Games meets The Bachelor told through a queer feminist lens. All but the bride must die. On the hit reality TV show Bride or Die, poor lowlander women must compete to marry a billionaire bachelor in the prosperous yet dystopian Skylands. When Thora, a brash young woman of the tundra, is abducted alongside her friend Renki and drafted into the show, she vows to find a way to disrupt the deadly game and save both their lives. That's my pitch. And who can I pass? I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you, Remy, so much. And who can I pass it off to? Who's the next victim? I see Cassandra raising your hand.
In true ride or die fashion, you can put me put me up. In the same way, I will read my Clarion pitch too. But backing up a step, my name is Cassandra Farrin. Some of you might know me from my day job. I am the director of Erewhon Books, which is a sci-fi, fantasy, and horror publisher. But in my personal life, I am also a writer, like all of you, and go through all the same struggles that writers go through. And so I did go ahead and jump into this workshop in hopes of moving my career forward on the writing side. My novel is called, oh, before I start that, I live in rural Idaho in the foothills. My novel is The Last Wild Dragons, and this was my Clarion pitch for it. It's a nostalgic where the red fern grows spin on Kelly Barnhills when women were dragons, told as a personal history of a war that brought about the extinction of dragons, where dragoneers and mountaineers are rivals but all fall prey to the cult of the war hero. A mountaineer and dragoneer set out on a journey through a forbidding mountain range to the only place remote enough for the last of the wild dragons to still be found, to escort the sole living witness of the heinous war crime responsible for the extinction of dragons to deliver testimony that could end the war and save their country. And that I have worked very hard on in this workshop with all of your wonderful help. Will and Gitanjali, which one of you would like to jump in next? I see a couple of smiles.
I can go.
All right, passing it to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gitanjali. My pronouns are she and they. I currently live in Hyderabad in India. My book is currently called Switch, though we don't know if that'll last. It's set in this alternate world where researchers at a university, which has a very strong anti-caste movement, come up with a technology which allows people to switch consciousnesses between bodies. So their aim is to further solidarity, like they're very zoomed in on their little political world. But of course, the technology grows beyond them, and the story is about the dystopias and the utopias that people try to create using it. I'll pass it to Will.
Hi, my name's Will Kaufman, he, him. I currently live in Los Angeles. Yeah, I'll read my pitch here because that does seem like might be helpful. Here we go. My project is called Collector. When the digital ghost of Luke Kozlowski's father vanishes, Luke is yanked out of his aimless life as a freelance debt collector and thrust into a secret war between immortal trillionaires who believe he's hiding his father's final creation, code that can kill a ghost. To find his father, Luke must make a dangerous alliance and risk a powerful weapon falling into the hands of the world's most dangerous people. It's a little overegged, but I guess it worked.